on, let's go, boy.
All right, hold on, confession time. I've never seen Alien.
Oh,
What?
You're not. Here's the thing. I don't blame you because there are a lot of people that actually saw Aliens but never seen Alien. So a lot of people's first experience is Aliens. Me, like I said, a lot of us there.
Nope, not even me. No.
Not even the second one.
No, Chris. Before you even continue, I honestly wasn't even aware of Alien until Alien 3, and
Wow.
I'll explain why. Because in my household, we were a Predator family.
Okay.
And growing up, I was mostly brought into whatever movie that my dad was watching. If there was some cool action or whatever, I would check it out. He never brought up Alien, not once. I never heard him mention Alien. People, hey, when we got a hold of Predator, I saw that shit ASAP. But I just never got around to seeing Alien.
My thing is this: like me and Dee, we were talking about before we finally organized this and stuff. Dee was like, "Hey, maybe we should go in order of the timeline of the movie." I was like, "No, Dee, because you're burying the lead at that point." Because you have to start at Alien to kind of see Hollywood's idea of this franchise and how it went down. Because as much as we talk about Predator and Predator's failings, particularly with the last movie, it was just because they
I would say the last two, even though we all like Predators, even that I can understand why that kind of like was a notch down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And like the last one, it's like Predators benefited because they had all the lore from the comics. So when you get all these people on board, they can pull from that. So even if it's just meh, you're like, well, it's not shit.
Well, Chris, Predators tried their very best to try to pull the same magic of the first one.
Yeah, which
I mean, like, they try to bring that same energy of the.
And the thing of it is, unlike Alien, when we get to like Prometheus and stuff, the problem was that Hollywood, for some reason, took all the wrong things. That when we talk about Alien, they think that that's what people want to see. Whether it's Sigourney, where we see the main woman character is in her drawers and t-shirt, that's iconic. And I'm like,
I would actually
that's not iconic.
Actually, you know what? I will go.
Well, actually, it kind of is. It kind of is
iconic for some people.
No. Hold on. I can explain why it's kind of iconic. Sitting back and watching this movie for the first time, I said to myself, I've seen this movie from beginning to end, and I said, well, I can see exactly where Nintendo got their inspiration to make Metroid.
Yeah,
because at the end of Metroid, you see Samus in the bikini top and bottoms.
Yeah,
which is similar to Sigourney.
I guess
Weaver.
iconic is wrong. I guess it's
it's iconic. It's iconic.
Well, no. When I say iconic, I guess Hollywood took the wrong lessons in putting that kind of imagery in the movie in the wrong way. Because, like D pointed out when we were talking about this,
actually, I'm going to stop you right there. The reason I'm going to stop you is this:
all right.
If you look at how all the Alien movies went, they were a reflection of where Hollywood is at the time.
Yeah.
If you look at where it is in the 70s, you notice how it is, how the visual spectacle was about, the makeup, the set, the isolation and all the rest of that. There was a lot of focus on a lot of the art of it. And because it was the first one in a long line of what we know as a franchise, it was allowed to kind of play around with its creativity to actually be truly scary that it was. When you see Aliens, it was a reflection of the 80s. Action.
Yeah, it was action.
It was an action
extreme
film.
Action.
And even with the action, Chris, that you and I talked about, there's still that isolation. It's still fucking scary. Some people are scared of aliens. This is going to be funny for me because I remember being terrified of Alien when I was a kid, but Aliens, I remember that scaring me.
Aliens was like, when we get to that, Aliens was like, on paper, when you put Marines and guns, you're like, oh, they're going to watch the aliens, but you figure, what I like about this movie, Alien, is they establish everything about the xenomorph. Acid for fucking blood.
Yeah, perfect. It was a perfect killing machine.
They're stealthy. They're stealthy as hell. They sneak up on people, and they do it. And the thing of it is, they sneak up in a way that it's and also too, people forget these characters in Alien they're space truckers. They're not fucking
Yeah, they're
scientists.
just
they're
regular.
not like
they're regular
They're
ass
just
people.
regular. They just regular ass. Like, they just regular ass workers.
And
Yeah, they were
And
chilling
then-
workers, and they just they were just okay. We're just gonna ride on this big old
Freighter.
spaceship or whatever, do our
Big
thing,
freighter.
get back to
Yeah.
Earth, and do
And
our
then-
stuff.
Now,
Yeah.
if you look at the third movie, you can tell that the Alien series was trying to be full circle. It was trying to do a lot. It was trying to do a lot of things. Even with the way it was paced out as a rated R movie at that time, with a lot of that tense scene, there was still some isolated scenes and stuff, still some horror elements in it. When we get there, because it's going to be interesting watching this again, as in like I've been saying to Chris, as grown ass men now, it's going to be really weird looking at that movie, seeing of what they did, what they were trying to get at. Then you get to the fourth one, it's a true reflection of the late 90s, what they tried to do with horror. They tried to make it way too sexy. They tried to make it way too violent for no reason. Action heavy. I'm sorry, there is no the isolated moments are in here where it was supposed to be isolation and tension is not there. It's not there. Oh, it shows up. There's like one scene of it, maybe, and they do it pretty decently, but it's a gore fest now. You know what I mean? Then that's when you see Prometheus and Covenant come out, and with those two, they were really supposed to be this callback. You remember how we used to do that all through the 2000s? It was like, yeah, we're going back to the sensibilities of the 1970s. That's why we're going to make everything CGI.
Here's the thing,
Real quick though. It was something I was going to point out about the original Alien that I thought was interesting. My first introduction to Alien was seeing the cover of Alien 3, bald-headed Sigourney Weaver.
Yes.
That's no. If you ever look at the original cover, the original poster for Alien 3,
I remember it.
I remember seeing that, and I go, "What is this? I want to see this." I was like, "Alien." I was like, "Wait, this is the third movie?" And so then I had to find out. I was like, "When did the first one come out? 1979."
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
It's amazing that Prometheus and Alien Covenant all came from one scene in Alien, which is that big ass fucking
And here's the one thing about that whole stuff, that big thing. I don't know what it was. It shrunk in Prometheus. It just
they shrunk him in Prometheus. It was huge it's huge in this one. It's huge, but in the Prometheus, it's about the size of Shaq.
Oh my god. Okay.
So,
now
hold up about this movie though. Go ahead.
Hold up. I just noticed something. Who the fuck is talking? Hey, dude.
Here we go again.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Here we go again, being terrible host.
It's fine.
Yes, and
it's okay.
You're
By the
crazy
way,
vibes.
Last Reviewer Standing and the host of Last Reviewer Standing and Duke CT Lounge. And also, by the way, since we're talking about Alien, my review of Metroid Dread will be coming up real soon. So it's ties all things together.
Hey Duke, since you've been playing Metroid Dread, how have you been enjoying Alien Resident Evil Nemesis?
Oh man, it's one of the funnest games I played in a long while, man.
Apparently, the maker of God of War was like, "Fuck this game." So not the new God of War, not the new God of War, but the old God of War games.
Oh yeah, but I'm still, I'm just waiting for Metroid Prime 4 because that is.
I think everybody
I came into the Metroid franchise as a Prime fan, and I'm just like, man, even though people don't like 3 for some reason now, but I still think it's probably one of the best games out there. Right along with 2, every game in that series continued to get better and better, and Metroid Prime 4, which came out the trailer came out half a decade ago. And it's still there's nothing there. Yeah, that's just great. It's beautiful.
It's never gonna be there.
Oh come on! Hey, you know what?
Wait. Hold on. Let me. I gotta react to this. Sigourney Weaver trying to be sexy. No, watch that scene again. Do you really think that was intentional?
It was never intentional.
It was never intentional.
She
It
was
was
not
never
trying.
intentional.
First of all, she was not trying to be sexy. Come on, she is a warrant officer who just went through one of the most traumatic experiences of her life, trying to rescue a damn cat. And after all of her freaking crew members getting wiped out by one single alien, bruh.
He's talking about resurrection.
No,
he's talking about resurrection.
Resurrection.
Talking about resurrection.
Yeah, resurrection.
Okay.
Resurrection.
Now,
Yeah.
now here's the
We'll
funny
get to
thing.
that
Here's the
soon.
funny thing about this. Now, I'm going to say it. I'm going to stand for it. I think Sigourney Weaver is very cute. She's a cute looking tomboy to me.
Yeah.
That's where I
Very much
stop.
so.
That's where I was.
I mean,
No.
Hold on.
Wait,
Eris.
D, the peak. Hold on. Her peak sexiness was, "Are you the key master?"
Yes.
Seeing her in that red dress, you know damn well you're like,
you know what did it
time
for
to risk
D?
it all.
You know what did it for D? You did know what did it for D when she did this move. I'm like, woo.
Here's the kicker.
D, please come down.
Here's the kicker about it.
Oh
You
my
out of
God.
this crew of people, you had
No, hey, hold on, real quick. You know, she was on the bed going, here's me. I gotta leave it alone.
So you got this crew of people on the.
But you know what? I would say this about the whole crew of Nostromo. And the one thing I would say this, at least when they went to the alien spacecraft, they kept their spacesuits on. Which
yeah.
The low bar, they're like, man, and then Prometheus came in and you're just like, let's just take it off in the alien spacecraft, it has oxygen in it.
It went from two things, dude. It went from basically by happenstance, these things happen, right? Just so happened. Yeah, you was a scientist, you still had your helmet on. All of a sudden, Prometheus, you have the helmet off in an atmosphere that you're not really sure you should be even breathing, and you're going, I'm gonna put my face all the way into this. How did this happen?
But the kicker about this is
it
that
changes. So,
but the thing with this though, if
I'm
we're
not even talking about that movie,
but even in this though, I thought it was interesting. Like Ripley, it was kind of interesting. It's like I don't knock certain situations. So basically, they find this big ass, giant ass engineer. And they find, who the fuck, Kane, I think finds the eggs.
Yeah.
He finds this big room with eggs, and the face hugger hits him and stuff. We know him as face huggers because we've seen them, but like at that time, it was like, what the fuck is this? Boom, face huggers. So Ripley is the only one that's like, yo, we're not bringing your ass on board because of quarantine. Because quarantine.
This is what it hits a lot of people. If you never, we did a movie with him before, and we're probably going to do another one. Actually, next year we're going to do another movie with him, He just passed us, Yaphet Kotto. If you never had the pleasure of seeing Yaphet Kotto on the screen, this is actually one of his better acting.
And the thing of it is,
hey Chris, you want to? Damn, this is terrible. Just going back to what you had just said a minute ago. They was like, no, we ain't bringing your ass in, man. It's like, quarantine protocols and yada yada yada. Huh? That sounds awfully familiar to today. No, nigga, we ain't letting your ass in unless you got a mask on.
No,
man, listen.
No. We ain't letting you on.
And the irony, the irony is that he's got a face hugger on.
Now here's the thing.
And then you got John Hurt, who is clearly MAGA. Hey, let us inside. No, I'm not letting you on. And of course, the screaming white woman who has no backbone of her own is like, she's one of the last ones to die in this movie.
Oh, you mean
she survives for a while?
You mean Veronica Cartwright?
Hey, D, you're referring to cannon fodder with tits, right?
Oh, yes, I am.
But here's the thing, though. It's like but the thing of it is, for me, I like how all of them felt very human because here you got Ash, Bilbo Baggins, as I call him, Ian Holm.
Ian Holm, everybody. Look. You know what, Chris? Thank you. Because
great actor.
I hate to say this. You mentioned him to a franchise that we will do one day, but this is the reason why I'm stopping. We're stopping doing franchise month for about a couple of years and all the rest of that. So we're going to take advantage of this. When you say that, here's me. Lord of the Rings is going to be the first thing we do when we do this in 2 years. when you said that,
Oh,
like,
gosh.
this is Lord of the Rings we're gonna do. Here's Duke. Well, knew this day was coming. Are we doing the Hobbit?
Exactly.
Are we doing the Hobbit?
Oh,
No.
God.
Oh, thank
No.
God.
Oh,
but
God,
my thing is this: like
I don't want to
burying
do
the
the
lead
Hobbit.
here. Burying the lead here. Ian Holm plays Ash. We find out he's an android. What we also find out is he works for the company, Wayland Yutani, and him being an android puts him in a position. Unlike when we talk about Bishop in the second movie, he's an android that gives zero fucks. It's about the fucking business. And
money.
exactly. You're right, Duke.
Hey,
money.
You know what I loved about the android in the first one? We got a chance to see that, something that I didn't think I was going to see from watching this movie.
Mm-hmm.
The android likes to show the audience what Sigourney Weaver's mouth and throat game do when he rolled up a magazine and tried to shove it down.
Man,
look, Eris, I ain't shit. Because here's me. Nah, girl, no, you're going to have to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to tilt your head back. Yeah, that's how you do.
Nah.
See, it's a learning process.
Nah, D, I got you. Nah, son, you got to breathe.
Breathe through your nose.
And my kicker is this: you got
who is that you're talking about? Wesley Pipes. You know exactly who we're talking about.
No, D, that is Wesley Pipes that we are doing the voice of, but I believe you already knew that.
Yes, I believe you clearly knew that. You just wanted me to say it.
But it's crazy seeing a young for that time period, John Hurt, but also seeing Tom Skerritt, who always get mixed up with who the fuck I get him mixed up? I get him mixed up with because he looked just like what's his face?
Skerritt looks like
God damn it, I keep forgetting his name. So I'm about to say Sam Elliott, but it's not Sam Elliott. It's somebody else that he looks like.
It was not. It
doesn't matter.
It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't Sam Elliott.
But he always plays.
He's clearly missing a mustache.
But he always plays like the father, the reassuring father. Like he's not bad, but he's like very firm kind of father figure kind of thing and stuff. So it's like that's Tom Skerritt in a nutshell right there. But in this movie,
I agree 100%.
Yeah. But but Tom Skerritt, he plays Dallas, which at the time I'm like, Dallas, that's where we land on. Dallas. All right.
If you notice something, there's also going to be
and the sad thing is he doesn't even have a cowboy accent.
No cowboy accent whatsoever, just Dallas.
Nah, man, we could get a gimmick out of that, like we're going to get a gimmick out of somebody in Alien Covenant. Don't worry, we're going to talk about Danny McBride. But
Dakota.
Nigga. Anyway, you know what? I will say this. I meant to say this about Ian Holm. Ian Holm, it starts a tradition in Alien. Of all the things that happens in Aliens that gets recycled through, the only thing that gets recycled through very well is the android. And I got to tell you something, Ian. The last android in this whole series is the best one.
Yeah, I mean, every android after that, like Bishop is fine.
Bishop is fine. No, Bishop is perfect. Get Lance Henderson's dick out your mouth. I will never get his dick out of my mouth. You know it. I love Lance Henderson.
we kind of sort of got Bishop in the third movie, and then we got Winona Ryder in Resurrection, and I'm like, okay.
Wait a minute. She was not an android.
No, she was. It was a plot twist when she got stabbed by when she got stabbed by the alien, fell in the water. That she died, and then she popped up, and she's like, "Oh, this is what happens when you don't watch a movie in almost 20 years." Yeah. So
I remember that, and it's just it was the one things I watched when I was like, when you had like those previews or screenings, and such. That and Tremors 2.
But like
that was the rotation.
But like when they bring Kane back on the ship because Ash basically overwrites her like, no, fuck that, bring him on board and stuff. It's chaotic because it's like the motherfucker is just all convulsing and shit, and then all of a sudden like the thing just pops up off of him and stuff, and you're like, oh, that was nothing.
But I said, I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry to bring it back to you, but I said that to say one thing. The reason why I say that is because Android ends up becoming the best thing about all of this. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Michael Fassbender is the best thing about the Alien series.
I mean, he's basically
sense.
I mean, let's be real.
He's the best.
Technically, Michael was channeling Ash from this movie.
Oh yes, he
was.
Yeah.
The manipulation,
wonder in his eye with everything, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the most interesting character And honestly, if you're gonna do the best androids, it's probably Michael Fassbender and Ian Holm, and then just I
Then
like
Lance. Then
Yeah,
Lance.
Then Lance, and then Winona is like bottom tier, which I'm like,
well,
that's-
bottom tier. She's like,
I was here to bring the lesbian vibe here. I don't know why the director wanted to make wild things in space for some strange reason.
but
Yeah,
but just the scene that got me as a kid though, and I know it probably stunned you, Eris, was when when they're at the table eating and like, yeah, we're gonna eat our last meal before we go in stasis, and all of a sudden, old boys start fucking shaking,
No,
and
I
then
mean,
bam.
no,
it was all
no,
good,
for
bro.
that.
which is great.
Everything-
And then I honestly remember that, but then but honestly, I remember the Spaceballs parody a lot more.
The Spaceballs parody is probably
baby.
hilarious.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
No,
I was ready for that too.
The answer, to respond to what you were telling me, Chris. No, I was waiting for that because
So you were already anticipating it.
Oh, I already knew what the deal was. I'm like, first of all, he's got a face hugger on his face. It can only go negative.
I like how the movie
there is
there
is no amount of positivity that can come from having a face hugger attached to your face. I'm
like
aware of the lore. This is my first time seeing this movie, but I am aware of alien lore.
Hey, Eris, I just like the fact that Elizabeth Warren and Barack Obama just told the whole country to put on their mask, and they let the disease right onto the ship.
No,
I like how Yafakoto the whole time was like, so why is he here? Burn his body.
No, the best one.
The body.
The best one is. I think we should freeze it. I think
it was freeze the.
Can we freeze it? Can we just lock it up somewhere? I mean, why?
Anytime somebody says freezes, that means bad things are going to happen. I mean,
because I've seen, because I've seen the thing, freezing isn't necessarily beneficial to the crew trying to survive, because sometimes that's exactly what the alien wants.
Well, I mean, we know in the Alien franchise, freezing does work. So to be fair, that is a thing.
I'm not, Laurie. All right. D didn't play the game because D's chicken shit over the game. But if I'm mistaken, didn't Isolation do that? That everybody that they actually froze somebody and they went to sleep, and when the person woke up, everybody was dead?
Basically the body thawed out. The body thawed out or some shit. And I'm like, of course it fucking thawed out. What did you think?
And it was like a whole lot of. It was like a ship full of aliens. Like, I'm scared of games like that. Yeah, I am.
But like that's
wait. Two things I got to respond to Gaddafi about. Yes, I agree. Michael Fassbender should definitely play Geese Howard if they ever make a Fatal Fury movie. And number two, nobody learned shit from that lobster episode of Cowboy Bebop.
No, they really did.
Probably by far one of my favorite Cowboy Bebop episodes.
I can't wait
it's literally Alien.
I can't wait for Netflix to make that show worse, though. I can't.
Duke, you are not ready for the spiked baseball bat that is called.
Yeah, you're not ready for the Lucille.
Guys, the bar is low. I watched Death Note. It can't get any worse than that.
Do not say that.
No. Nope.
The bar is low. The bar is low. The bar is in hell.
Chris, please stop asking. Please stop asking.
I get it.
Wait, D, hold on.
No, it's not that.
No. Let me tell him. Chris, please do not stop asking for violence. Can we just not? Okay,
I've seen the bar is in hell.
The bar is in hell. I've seen the first. Listen, I've seen the first four. I've already seen the first 4 episodes, and I'm just begging you. Please stop asking for violence.
Look, Eris, look, Chris over there. Like, I'm just saying, this is that. Here's you. No, it's wiki time.
The bar. No, here's the thing. The one thing I know.
Good at least.
Here's the thing.
Gaddafi. I'm sorry, Chris.
We're not spoiling Cowboy.
No, I'm not spoiling. Let me answer the guy.
A piece of shit.
Let me answer the guy. Let me answer him. Like, Gaddafi, that is another podcast for another time. I really don't want to. I really don't want to answer that right now.
My thing is this. It's like the fact that.
Hold up. While I'm here, before you get there, D's just gonna say it. I have a crush on Winona Ryder. Note, I have a crush on her It matters with years.
Talking Stranger Things 2019,
let me tell
or
you,
you're talking about Edward Scissorhands era, or
let
you're
me tell
talking
you something,
Beetlejuice
Chris.
era.
Chris, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It is a football goalpost on a back of a semi truck going forwards and backwards at times. So I can't tell you. But Winona Ryder was always one of my favorites. I actually do like her.
But the one thing that I thought was great, because even as a kid, I like the reactions of everybody, including old girl Samantha Cartwright, because her reaction is probably my reaction. Like, you see a fucking alien just pop up, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, what? Whoa!
Look at brother's answer. He's like,
I love how that white woman. I love how that white woman bust a blood vessel in her eye and it never healed the rest of the time.
I mean, look, hey, man, you see some shit like that, you're just sitting back like, what?
I was with everybody else. Like, yo, what the fuck was that? Can we please burn it? Where's the fire? Where is the flamethrower? This right here was literal murder that popped out of this guy's chest.
Meanwhile, Ash is just sitting there like, excellent. That's very excellent.
No, I like how the alien popped up. I like how the alien popped up.
Chris, hold up. But like, no, Ash was sitting here being Birdman.
Nah, yo, can't even eat food. He just pretend to eat some chips. Like, damn, that's a damn shame what happened to him.
Look, I know that.
I'm sorry, Ripley, but niggas die every day. You'll be all right.
Can he say nigga? I didn't know androids could say nigga.
Oh, yeah, androids can definitely say the word nigga. We can also say other words that will actually get 3 Black Geeks canceled, but he won't repeat.
Niggas die every day.
Parker's looking over at fucking Ash like, did he just say nigga? Like,
niggas die.
Parker's like, what this motherfucker?
You know what? I'm at energy for this.
Hold on,
fake eating chips and going, niggas die every day, B. You'll be all right.
Here's me. Hey, quote some other black movie too. Fools be warned, you never came near.
By the way,
something better be warned. This is the outcome when you mess with Bullhorn. Hold on, Eris. The little lean.
The tilting of the hat.
Oh my god. But you know what really gets me though.
Yes, I agree, Gaddafi. John Carpenter was watching this and said, I wonder if I could put all of this in Alaska.
I think John Carpenter
technically Antarctica, but yes, same sentiment. I guess.
Now that being said, now the thing I did like about it is that the alien that popped out, he did a perfect 360. That's just great. He just looked at everybody. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
I'm out.
So,
the main character.
You know, that was the other. Since we're talking about stuff that we liked about this movie, I'm going to go ahead and get it out there. Thing I loved about this movie, like off bat, the practical effects, just.
Oh yeah, the whole sequence.
1979. Great. 1979, when it was just getting really, really good, but at the same time, it's like this. Y'all better get the right camera because this is all going to look like a model.
I mean, if you seen how they do space, space sequences, though, they actually use. I think somebody had mentioned. I forgot which movie it was. I don't know if it was 2000. What's the shit with Burn with the big obelisk and shit?
Yeah. That was
2000 Space Odyssey, and even Dune. They use like matte painting to kind of show space and all that stuff, and then they kind of had like a mini ship to kind of make it look like they're in space to kind of get that.
That's what
so it's like early green screen, but it's not really green screen. It's kind of weird.
They did that with early Star Wars. They did that with a lot of the early movies. And this is when it was getting. Go ahead. No, that's why. Let me guess. That's why you can. It looks like the outside of the ship looks like you can touch it. It looked like you can feel the ridges of that ship because
it felt worn out, and it's like when it's handmade, you can see the same stuff like in some Lord of the Rings and such. But
oh shit, yeah,
man,
yeah.
But
that creature. It's amazing when you see the early versions of the Alien and Predator at that time and how creepy they both look.
They look horrifying. And they're scary, and you can't kill this thing.
Yeah,
you shoot it, do all the stuff, but yeah.
Gentlemen, seeing this part that I'm about to play, I had so many scenarios going through my mind that
hopefully YouTube doesn't fucking shut this shit down. Hopefully,
no. I just it's real quick.
Okay.
So right here, as soon as Dallas gets down there. So he's thinking he's getting away.
Oh yeah.
Hold up, wait, here's me.
See, that's my thing. Like, I don't know.
Hold up, I got another one.
Five Nights at Freddy's, motherfucker.
Hold up, I got another one. I gotta do it. Let me time it. What's good, nigga? What's really good?
You know what I know you're gonna do?
And he got the grills right there. So
I mean, look, that like
No,
in and
wait.
of itself, it's
No,
just.
No, wait. Let me just. I just want to say, see that scenario. Oh my god, I played this part back so many times, and I was just doing like all of the classic meme shit that's been overdone like 1,000 times. What's good, nigga? Yeah, I like chicken. Welcome back, niggas, to the WWB.
All right.
WWB.
Let me answer this. You say the drool alone. This person is actually talking about the practical effects. Let me tell you something. The one thing I do miss about practical effects is oozing. I miss oozing in movies because they still use dye packs and all the rest of that to this day. But back in the 80s, you had no choice but to use it. So you got a lot of gruesome gore back in the day, yeah. So that drool is so fucking unnecessary, but it makes it so much better because all that drool, because you maybe saw that little itty bitty mouth come out and you saw all of this just ooze coming off of it. And I'm thinking to myself, what's the practical use of that?
Yeah, this is.
Why would the alien need that?
This is Tank.
Why would the alien actually need that? Is what he's saying.
Because
D,
you know it's a mix of human stuff too.
Yeah.
I was with Dane Cook when he said, I want to be an alien. They're always wet and shit.
I mean, you know what's wild to me
when
is
I
that
saw,
like
when I saw it, I said, "Yo, he wasn't lying. This alien was wet as fuck."
But you know what I think is great about this is that like the people getting killed didn't necessarily do stupid shit. It was just like they're in a claustrophobic area.
Oh yeah.
The predator is the predator. The alien is the alien is systematically killing each of them one by one.
And it makes sense. About it. Technically,
AKA,
all y'all and technically
AKA Metroid.
Yeah,
and technically, all y'all got is 3 bats and 2 AK-47s
and a flamethrower.
Look, you got and 2 AK-47s with 16 bullets.
I was just about to say,
and the fact that
you're being nice. You're being nice. You said 16. I was gonna say 6, but
and the fact
I'm sorry, I said 2 AKs. I'm sorry, 1 Glock with 18.
But the fact is that their options are limited because at one point they were like debating, okay, maybe we should just take the shuttle and blow up the ship. Novel idea, but Ripley was like, yeah, that shuttle ain't enough for like 5 of us in that ship. You know that, right? It ain't enough. Like
we draw straws. I ain't drawing straws.
I was like, you draw straws, kiss my ass. And then all of a sudden the alien was like, hey, I'll draw straws for you. Boom!
I stand by what I said. Right after that scene, Eris, when Scarrett died, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I loved how they all sitting there trying to debate. I love when people are talking. It sounds like people are talking through a real moment, and they're over there trying to talk. He's like, "Let me think," and Ripley's like, "Really? Like, can you check what it is?" Yes, of course you would do it. Just and again, because you got more Paco over there being the nigga that I'll be like, yeah, because I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing it yet. You heard me then, shit.
Now the kicker about this is that when the creature
are fine.
And the kicker about it is that like people are getting killed, so they tried to contact a mother, which is I guess the ship computer or whatever,
which later inspired Mother Brain.
Yeah. So what
I gotta be real with you. I gotta be real with you. When I see all this 1970s, I understand this shit. I understand. There will be Wi-Fi for this.
But I'll say that no. But you know what's the kicker about this too that I thought was interesting is that the idea in this movie of aliens is not a foreign concept. Like they just got on, like they go to a signal on an alien ship, which was the engineer, which we find out is an engineer in, Prometheus, but like they're on a ship that's alien and it's like a normal thing. So clearly they had quarantine protocols for that reason. But the fact that the company, when they found out what they got and they told Ash, hey, get that creature back here by any means.
Here's the funny thing. I can imagine a company when you first go out to space like that to do that. The reason why is because a lot of scientists believe that either 2 things happen. Either A, we're the first. Yeah. We're the first beings. We're the first beings of space, and we're the first in a very, very long line of aliens to come. Or number two, there is aliens exist, and the chances of us seeing it is shrinking ever more so because we would have seen something by now. You know what I mean? We would have seen some remnants of a space war, a galaxy, something. We would have seen something. So there's a lot of iffiness out there. So if you are on a journey to a galaxy right now, well, you know, a solar system, 3 solar systems down from Earth. Yes, if you do see life or sign of life, yes, get something, bring it back because everybody's one when it comes to the space thing. But that's interesting from a science perspective. Now, let's bring some capitalism in this motherfucker.
Oh, that's capitalism through and through. I mean, that's the
capitalism.
No, the capitalism part was bring it back by any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
All other orders are rescinded.
Thank you.
And the crew is expendable.
Yep.
And imagine working for that was literally, dude. Wait until time he really is Amazon. They really were like, yeah. So
or you could say it's the Walmart in space. Oh wait, Walmart they bought.
Walmart already.
Walmart would actually pay the employees more, and Walmart.
Walmart doesn't play their employees 48 hours. They give you 39 hours and say fuck
why
you extra hour.
Why do you think they on the freight that long, Chris?
It's like, we're past your 40 hours. You ain't getting shit.
Imagine you wake up out of hypersleep. These motherfuckers dock my pay.
Like, nigga, like the hell is time and a half?
I say this.
Imagine if you will. Just imagine if you will. Yaphet Kotto or Harry Dean Stanton talking about that check because they didn't get time and a half.
I tell you what's creepy in and of itself, right? Let's go with the logic that say, oh boy, they didn't find the alien didn't burst out in front of them, right? Can you imagine you wake up and you got an alien creature just hovering over your fucking cryos thing, and you're like, don't open, please, for the love of God, do not open. And it's just like this the whole time. It's like,
I'm like this. The second you saw that thing on his face like this, here's me. So we're leaving him here.
Hey, right? D, I'm an asshole. I would have slit the motherfucker's throat and been like, don't say shit.
No, I would have left it there. I would have left it there. Here's the thing that really
slit
gets
the
me.
throat and then like peacefully lean them to the side.
Yeah, we get the fuck up here.
Right down, man. Just lean down. Okay.
just lean him down. Hey, what happened to Bob? Oh man, he fell into a hole.
You know what? D's gonna take this a little bit too far too. Now, y'all saw how big that spaceship was, right?
Yeah, that was definitely a freight.
That was huge. That was huge. That thing had to be a couple miles long.
Nigga, that was a colony.
Three football fields long at the very least.
That is a Gundam-sized colony.
I would believe White Base is that big.
That's
White Base. I would believe White Base is that big. That thing ain't big as side 3. But that being said, it's big as fuck. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, this is some capitalism shit, D. Why? There's only 9 people pushing that big ass ship through space. If that ain't capitalism,
and they knew full and well, they got a fucking Android. Androids don't need sleep, so they
got an Android on there. They got a brother on there. This is like his 15th one.
The best part about it is you have we have a whole entire xenomorph with air ducts to play with.
Bruh, that's the creepy part about it. It's air ducts. I've been in the air duct. My tall ass can't fit in there. I'll be dead. Yo, real talk. I'd be like fucking Dallas. I'm dead. You put me in the air duct, I'm dead. I can't maneuver.
Hold on. You think people think the worst thing about it, people might think they're like Solid Snake or whatever.
Thank you. I know, right?
No. Hold on, Chris. See, first of all, if you're a xenomorph, nigga, you good because you're always wet and shit, so you can just slide through an air duct.
No, I'm talking about the human. They put me in an air duct to go after it.
No. First of all, if you're a human, you have no business being in the air duct.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Who the hell do you think you are, Sherry Birkin?
Thank you. It's my tall ass is like I'm dead. Like I'm dead in the water. Like, hey, Chris, go down there and burn that alien. Hey, you lost your fucking mind.
Suddenly at that point, Chris is like 5'2" and says, "Dude, I can't reach the ventilation hold. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, guys."
Unless it's like some of those weird video games where the vent is like as big as like
it was as big as a door.
Like yeah. I get the ventilation shaft. I'm like, who are you venting
So
for?
you better go ahead and fucking drop Susan down that fucking thing. My tall ass ain't in there.
No, let all of the air vents be like the ones in Resident Evil 3 remake, where all you gotta do is just pull the freaking gate open and you can just go through it like it's nothing.
I mean, but you know what was crazy too is that like the fact that Parker rolls in there and knocks the android's head off.
Yes.
And that was the thing for me where I was like, oh shit, he's an android. Like it was clean off, and I was like, oh.
I mean, how you knew he was an android? First of all, my nigga, that wasn't even sweat. That was like pure white spit coming down his freaking
And the
forehead.
fact that the motherfucker had the audacity, because I mean, let's be real, he's a robot. He's sitting up there mocking him like, oh, you think you got a chance to kill it? Sorry, man, you got no chance.
No, he went very classy with it and said, I won't lie about you. I won't lie about your chances, but you do have my sympathies.
See, okay, his sympathies. All right,
I like, bro, if y'all don't burn him.
Oh, I like how Parker was like, yeah, fuck this motherfucker. It's like, fuck this shit. We're done. Parker's, that's why I felt bad.
I really wish Parker could have lived.
Look, he was with a Susan, and the combination had to. I mean, hey, look,
it wasn't a Susan, Chris. That was not a Susan. That was cannon, Chris. That was cannon fodder with tits. Get it right.
Look, Lambert, unfortunately, you pair up with Parker. Parker had to fucking hold it down for the team between the two because Lambert was just going to be screaming the whole time. And I just wanted Parker to just throw the fade to the alien one time before he got killed. And we didn't even get that. Just give me one punch before you get killed, dog. He tried, man. But it's
he tried until the alien freaking Geese Howard
No. You're gonna wait.
Hit him with the predictable.
By the way, you have to. I think the person that punches the alien, I think, is like an alien resurrection. So
I think Alien Resurrection he did. I think it was like Ron Perlman might have did it. I think.
And you know what? I believe Ron Perlman can do that. Are you gonna say otherwise?
I'm just saying Parker didn't even get I look. We know black people in these type of movies that get killed. I'm glad he didn't get killed first, to be fair. But hey, he had a noble death. It's unfortunate that he didn't get a chance to punch and then okay, I'm dead. But
I mean, he was holding the flamethrower and he kept telling Lambert, "Get out of the way, bro. It is close.
I want to burn that bitch up along with the fucking casualties happening."
No, wait, hold on, Chris. First of all, it's close quarters. I would have simply just said, "Yo, Lambert, get down." Drop down, just drop to the floor. I'm burning this thing. I'm done.
Hey, I would have burned her in this told Ripley. Yeah, that alien got her. Don't know what to tell you.
Not even the alien got her. Like, hey man, shit happens, and
Tank is right on that one though.
It's like, listen, shit happens, and she chose violence.
Hey,
look, she went out. Listen, she went out swinging, but the alien got her, and I had no choice.
Sir, the alien got a 2-for-1 special. All right, it's just Parker and her was like 2-for-1, and Ripley was like, well, I guess it's just me and the cat.
I was about to say the cat.
Which I was shocked. You know what? Because again, I hadn't seen it in a while.
Jonesy was awesome.
I thought for a second, because again, I hadn't seen the movie in a while before I rewatched it. I was like, is the alien going to eat the cat? And I was like, oh no, the alien doesn't get the cat. Okay.
I like how the alien just looked at the box that it was in and just said, man, get this shit out of my face.
And the cat didn't even help the dude when he was getting cat. The cat just stared at him.
No, you know how I felt? You know how I felt when I was looking up pictures of, yes, I was stalking 1979 Sigourney Weaver for a little while. I admit that. I thought she was a cute little tomboy. Anyway, but what I felt bad was this bitch ass cats in some of these promo pics. Come on now. you got the brother killed if you ask me.
I mean, I would say
no, he didn't.
No, he did. I know. I'm being funny. I'm being
funny.
Chris Harris, I'm being funny. I know.
No. Let me tell you something about Jones. Okay, Jones is by far the second best player of hide and seek in this movie.
You get the fuck out of my face, man.
First off, let's be real.
He's the second best player among us.
Let's be real. Cat
really is.
Like if it was a dog, that RIP the dog. Let's just be real. Dog would have tried to interfere being a hero and would have got murked. The cats on the other hand, one thing I know about cats,
smart.
One thing I know about cats is this: cats mind their fucking business.
Yes, they do.
You get two humans arguing, cats is like, yeah, I'm on this windowsill just staring outside. Y'all can argue. I don't know about this shit.
Yeah, cats for the most part, they don't do anything.
They mind the business. You give them food, they're fine.
Food. If not, they'll just be like, "Yep, you know,
Food and water.
That's
They're
it.
good.
It's like y'all over here trying to get me. I'm like, no, can you not see my reactions? I am meowing and I'm hissing, not at you, but to let you know that there's a motherfucker behind you.
That cat was like, oh, everybody's dead. That's sad. Hey, Ripley,
Damn.
put me in this stasis with you.
In fact, I think that the cat is probably had the happiest ending throughout the entire series.
By far.
I mean, because again,
By far.
because I mean, it was kind of what was crazy too is that like I remember as a kid watching Alien, right? And they blow up the ship and she escapes, right? And again, when you're watching as an adult, you see that there's still like 15 minutes left in the movie, right? But as a kid, you're like, oh, that was a happy ending. They blow up the ship, the alien's dead. And then as the scene is going and stuff, as a kid, I was like, but wait, why is this movie going? Where's the credits? What's going on? And then when you see Ripley about ready to get in there and she looks out the corner of her eye, I was like, the fuck is moving over there? Fuck.
Bro.
Fuck.
Bro,
God damn it.
You've seen enough science fiction horror movies to know like that xenomorph is on the ship with her. First of all, not only was the xenomorph there, but my man was like, yo, I'm about to take a smoke break and a power nap. My man was sleeping.
But I like how Ripley caught it and slowly edged her way towards the suit to slowly get inside so the alien doesn't know that. So it's like both of them are kind of outmaneuvering each other like, all right, let me get in this suit.
I mean, he's clearly still asleep. So I'm just gonna slide into the suit. I just happen to be in a freaking low cut shirt and panties. So let me just slide into this suit.
I'm
gonna lock myself in the chair.
and you know what? And this is why I like the movie overall. I like sci-fi horror, legit sci-fi horror where it's tense. That's probably why I like Dead Space 1 a lot because it captured that alien vibe and stuff. And I think that's what the creators of Dead Space 1 was going for. And that tense moment of Ripley slowly getting there, because like you said, the alien is technically asleep, just chilling there, right?
I mean,
power nap.
And so the fact that Ripley spotted it and didn't even freak out and was like, let me put the cat down.
Yeah,
going ahead and getting this suit.
I like how she slowly crawled into it and everything. And here's D's theory. Ridley Scott. Let's untense this. Let's get a close up. Let's get a close up at that beaver. I know. Look. I know she's probably wearing a pad. It does look puffier than it should be because there was a lack of all type of ass. Let me tell you something. I sent Chris a picture of Sigourney Weaver bending over, and I was like Troy Aikman. I was like, "Yo, all right, Joe, look at this. It's just a straight line." And you're going to have all the guys, they're going to get on this side.
Circle it with a yellow marker.
Circle with a yellow marker. Tony Romo would be like this. Now look. See, there's a lack of any protection right there. Anybody can easily get into that.
See, I'm a dumbass here. If I'm
Tony Romo praying for ass. God, please give this woman more ass.
Let me be in Ripley's position now. I see a predator out of the corner of my eye sleeping. Now, the greater part of me will want to be a hero in that moment and be like, okay, if I throw this chair at it, maybe it'll knock it out.
Nah, dude.
I give it for her for being clear-headed because I would have just opened.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's how my dumbass is thinking in that moment because you think about that's how my dumbass will be thinking in the moment. I'm sorry.
No, Chris. What's fucked up is I'm literally picturing you right now trying to do that shit. And I'm sitting here trying to stop you, like, Chris, stop.
Don't throw the chair. Don't throw the chair.
No,
Eris, it's gonna knock it out.
Like Chris throwing the chair at it, it's just gonna all you gotta do is it's just gonna piss it off. Like, stop.
I don't know. I like how Chris is treating that thing like it's a cricket on the ground that he doesn't want to kill. Like, yo,
no, it's just like it's up to this.
I'm holding the flamethrower, and I'm like, Chris, please take this. No, man, I'm gonna use the chair. Chris, please take this. I'm like, no, man, I'm using the chair. Chris, this is a flamethrower. Here, if that doesn't work, I got a bolt gun. It's gonna do something. It's gonna do either one of these is gonna do more than what you got in your hand.
It's just in my head, you think the logic, because I think that's kind of speaks to the humanity of me as a person. It's like I see an alien creature, as a human being, you freak out because it's like, fuck, do you run away or what? And I don't know if I would be clear-headed like Ripley to think to get inside of a suit and hope for the best, because even with her,
if this was made today, the way she slipped into that suit, not also she had the wherewithal to get the little harpoon gun to go with it. She buckled herself down right there and opened the door and shot, and shot at the alien, right? And here's the funny thing. If that was made today, here's somebody. Well, of course she did. She's a Mary Sue. She can do whatever.
And that's the thing too. It's like, and that's the thing too that we kind of have to remember about these movies is that the movies, the way they portrayed it and stuff. And I think a lot of people have talked about this when it comes to current movies and how they do some of these women. It's like women aren't stupid, so you have to give these characters the wherewithal to be like, oh, they're going to make the proper judgment call and do these things that make sense because that's what people do when they have a clear head in these moments.
Also, Chris, if I may. You can never really call Ripley a Mary Sue.
But people online have been doing that shit for dumbass reasons.
Let me explain. You can't really call her that because number one, she is a warrant officer. Number two, she is a person of authority. Number two, the bolt gun was right. Sorry, number three, she was right there with the suit. And the weapon just happened to be there. Yeah. Now, if this was in a situation where the alien like jumped on top of her and she's like completely pinned and by coincidence and plot device, hey, here's the harpoon gun. I'm just gonna I'm gonna use the force, or even more dumb, the cat is gonna nudge it to me.
Yeah, it's gonna be something stupid.
He's gonna nudge to me, and I pick it up and I shoot it. Hold on. And because this was made today, I'm gonna say some stupid, corny ass action movie like one liner before shooting it in the chest and it flies out of the freaking port. No. This is 1979. She did everything correct.
The cat jumps on the alien's head and scratches it and shit. Like, yeah, I'm like,
hold on, Eris. We got to make sure we put in something to let you know that she's a woman. Fucking have my period today.
Man,
there's got to be something like that.
Which again, I love about the Predator franchise. The Alien franchise. We don't know if the xenomorphs are like male or female. It's just
now check that.
Aliens.
Check this out. Well, no.
What's up for the alien queen? What's up the alien queen?
Whatever. Look, the point is this. The thing I will say is this. There is a difference between writing your woman. And this is something to me, and I want everybody to really make this clear to anybody that's listening to this. It's not that women are written like, as the number one in the movie. Of course, good example, a girl who I don't think is a Mary Sue, I just think she's written terribly, is Rey from Star Wars. I don't think she's a Mary Sue. I think everything she's a victim of bad writing. But here's the difference.
She's conditionally a Mary Sue. But
she's conditionally a Mary Sue. I will give you that. And here's the problem. There's a difference between seeing what I don't like seeing, like when everybody says, well, a man can do it. Yeah, that's the problem. Mm-hmm. When you just do these clones of these men who just mow over shit like it's nothing, it's not cool because we don't like it when dudes do that crap. Hell,
technically we do. We don't mind. We really don't mind, to be honest.
No, Chris. We do. Because
name a character we have.
No. Chris, I'm trying to make a point.
Sorry.
The point is this. The reason why we do it with men all the time because people love Goku, but even we would say, come on, real Goku, you just so happen to knew a beam that could do that crap.
It just piles up and everything.
Yeah, it's like this. We're not mad at that. What you're mad at is that she did it with this smirk on her face, like, yeah, because I'm a woman and I can do. It's just written so ham-fistedly, so bad. You know why I hated that scene with her and Kylo in the throne room taking everybody out? Here's me. It ain't that she didn't earn it. It's just that that's too perfect.
It is. They just haven't
because
it's a fanboy moment. That's all it was.
You know what I mean? Thank you. It's a fanboy moment because I hate fanboy moments. Man, look, Chris. You know me. I can write.
I'm a sucker for fanboy moments. I'm a sucker for fanboy.
We all are. Come on, Chris. Look, I'm about to get Chris's nuts.
I like the throne room scene. I ain't gonna lie. I hated it.
I ain't gonna lie. I hated it because they were both too perfect. They were both too. There was no.
I like it. I like it. Hey, look, I like it, but like to go to Eris's point when we were talking about it. I think you were in Japan when Last Jedi came out. I think
I was.
He pointed out something that a lot of other people pointed out. The fight scene itself is fine. It's just the editing is shit on certain moments of it. And it's like, fuck, you're right.
That's the point.
Damn.
My point is,
editing again, and make it worse.
both of you didn't deserve any of that. You
That's
didn't
what I'm
earn.
saying.
You didn't earn any of it.
It's a cool moment. That's
it's
it.
It's a cool moment. There's no build-up. There's no pathos to it. There's none of that crap.
It's anime rules.
And they're gonna say, but anime has at least the thought process and the fucking grace to turn to the camera. Okay, what you're about to see doesn't make any sense. You cool with that? Buckle the fuck up.
Except for Naruto, there's a reason why I've heel turned on Naruto recently.
I still don't understand how you heel turn on Naruto and yet One Piece gets a pet. You know why? Because One Piece don't explain shit. That's probably
exactly. No. You get your superpowers from a fruit, and you just go.
Yeah, it tell you up front. You got it's
life.
A fruit. All right, cool. Keep going. But Naruto just says, yeah, he can. Sasuke can just do that shit because he's a badass guy, and it's like
that's why I
because his blood. Or
that's
whatever,
why I give my hero more respect. That's why I give my hero more respect because it feels like somebody's like the second they start getting to the explanation, somebody in the back is like, all right, shut the fuck up now. And
my hero is somebody that likes Marvel and DC and was like, all right, put it in anime. All right, cool.
No.
Even though there was an anime version of Marvel superheroes, but they were in hog form, and no one watched or cared.
But Chris, you said that to me. That's somebody who read American comic books and did this. How do I put Goku in this stuff?
Thank you.
that's how that.
But I mean, I think that whole sequence. But like I said, going back to her Ripley in the Alien, that whole sequence is dope because like
it's real.
You wouldn't think like I didn't even think about like what she was gonna do until she opened that airlock, and I was like, oh, that's what she was doing. Okay, that's why she locked herself in. And also, I thought she was just gonna shoot the alien with the fucking harpoon and kill it, and that was it.
I don't understand why she did this thing where she was well, I understand, you sing it to yourself to calm yourself down.
Yeah.
But it was like it wasn't like the alien was coming at her. It was just
sleeping.
It was just the tension of the scene. You know what I mean? She
But
now, me personally, when she was like hitting the buttons to make the steam come out, me personally, wake up, nigga.
When she on that gas to wake that shit up, like what the fuck?
I would have been talking so much trash.
It's like this is your
me. Like what the fuck?
Like this is your wake up call. Like, bro, I was enjoying a good power nap. Seriously,
you gotta fucking gas my ass.
Look, you know what Chris would look. You know what Chris would have been like. All the wind blowing, and all the wind blowing. The aliens like Chris would like this. Suddenly, I like to leave your
bam, and then
all of a sudden, D's looking at me after he closed the airlock. Chris, what the fuck was that? What was that?
I mean, nigga, that was
look, it was. I knew you had that bad last line. I'm like,
we almost lost all the air out of this goddamn ship because you want to fucking say a punchline. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
I was like, boy, if you don't take your dry wit having ass.
No, Eris. Chris sits down, right? Eris is the cat. Hey, you got the juice now,
bro.
Fucking Ridley Scott looking at D like, so this is how you gonna end the movie? All right, sure.
Like, I'm gonna give my captain's log, and then after that, I'm gonna take me
one long ass sleep. Me and my pussy.
Like, the double entendre.
I can't even answer this question, nigga. Jesus.
God damn it, dude. God, like it's like in the back of my head, I knew the joke was coming, and it's like, dude was like, bam, pussy, and I was like, I knew it was gonna happen.
But that's what she had.
She literally had it. She was holding it in her hand. Just both of them.
I just
But
you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I mean, you go for that. You go for the long sleep. You going for the 6 week?
I mean, to Tank's point,
the reason why
they do people do use her as a smartly written character. It's just I saw some people, and again, this is what wiles me out.
Oh, you know what it really is, Chris? This is what it really is. I'm gonna say it like this.
Yeah,
when we've seen enough of it. Where I know you get on people with hot takes, you want to challenge it, and you have to challenge people on their hot takes, so you can know that they have some type of there's some type of validity there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but with some people, it seems like because you hate women, every woman you see, every character you see as an icon, you questioning her
every step of the way.
She's there, and it makes no sense to me because like Ridley's been there forever. we have. Oh man, she been to the cookout for. She's in Broforce,
Sarah
brother.
Connor.
She's in freaking Broforce, nigga. How in the world y'all not going to respect her gangster? That makes no sense to me, man.
No, the reason why people don't respect the gangster is because let's be honest. This is 1979, and people who like to argue, who like to make this dumb argument of there's no strong female characters. That depends on your definition of a strong female character.
That's the problem.
Is your strong now? Hold on. Is your strong female character supposed to be a walking feminist, like a walking feminist statement, or just a badass female character? Because
thank you.
Because back in the day, we had characters such as Sarah Connor. And I'm not even gonna get to Ridley, freaking Ripley. Sorry, Ripley.
I said Ridley. I'm like,
well,
Ripley.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, I really wouldn't be surprised if Ridley was like a take on Ripley for Metroid. But anyway, Sarah Connor, who she didn't just come into the scene being a badass character. She had actual character development, and by the end of it, became a badass. And then in T2, total badass. So. Come on. I mean, there was no statement that needed to be made or nothing. You just had a perfectly written female character that knew how to be, who knew how to hold her own. Whereas strong female characters today are nothing more than just statements.
But I think a lot of the times,
a lot of them
are statements. But I think a lot of
like you didn't earn none of this shit.
But I think a lot of times, some of it is outside stuff and not even the character itself in the movie. Like good example. Much as I like Captain Marvel, I get the overall story they were trying to do for Carol. It's fine. I think a lot of it was outside shit with Bree and a lot of these other people, and it kind of came together like, no, Captain Marvel was bad. I was like, no, she was fine. For the story they told, it was fine. It's just the outside shit goes into it, and they try to meld it into it.
It does come into it because I thought Bree should have shut up a couple times, but she didn't. Yeah. So, but that ain't got. But I think people are just questioning at least those guys.
Yeah,
they want to question every female icon before that. I like how they always come for the ones that they shouldn't be coming for at all. Like they don't come at Wonder Woman. They don't come at Storm. No. I noticed that. They don't come at those two. They don't come at certain ones.
Some do.
Some do, but I mean,
some do with Storm. The ones who come at Wonder Woman is like they're attacking the writer because they're either making her too much of a female icon, which is stupid to me.
I mean, but that's why I challenge you.
That's like them getting mad at a Beyonce comic and all of her fans are black women. It makes no like.
But that's why I said when you were mentioning about Black Widow and stuff. I'm not even gonna mention the movie. That's the definition of an actual strong female character because they wrote that character. You saw the buildup. It wasn't It wasn't just winking. I'm strong, Black Widow. It's like no. We know she's
Chris,
badass.
If you ever noticed with me, when it came to Black Widow in the MCU, I only knocked while she was there, and Scarlett. You're just skating through this. You're not even trying like that crap.
Be real.
But other than that, it's like her, like Natasha as a character. She's solid.
No, D, be real. D, be really real. They spent the last 22 films trying to find a place for her. Hold on. I'm gonna get this off. Think about it. They tried to pair her up with Steve. They tried to pair her up. They tried to pair her up with it was someone else they tried to pair her up
Hulk with. For some strange reason.
No, Hulk was the last one. No, Hulk was the last one. It was like they tried to pair her up with Steve, then they tried to pair her up with Hulk, and the hell was that?
That was me. My fault.
You dropped something.
I dropped something.
Anyway, like when they tried pairing her up and both times failed.
Well, it didn't. Well, you can't say her and Steve failed because that's what was the backbone of Winter Soldier.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us with this alien talk of Chris playing defense for the MCU like somebody fucking had.
Hey, I had to play defense for this because you know what? If
Why? We're talking about
MCU's a trillion
but here's the thing.
It doesn't need defense. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
You wouldn't see the movie. We don't have to like the shit you like.
But going back though, it was weird to see folks try to rip Ripley. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, but these are people, these were people that were our age, and I'm like, but you've seen Alien. How are you gonna
Seen
call
it.
her
That's
a
what I'm
Mary
saying.
Sue? That's weird.
Because they never watched the movie. They just want to make clicks. That's the whole gift. That's the grift.
Maybe
man.
it's
That's
just weird.
It's weird.
It's
It's
a
weird
grift,
because me and
man.
Eris
That's
was
what
talking
it
about.
is.
Me and Eris was talking about this. There is a contingent of white boys that I do feel bad for, where it does feel like you're getting rained on right now for no fucking reason. But here's the thing: a whole lot of your cousins are fucking assholes. They are. They have burnt so many bridges of trust. They have eroded so much of the fan bases and all the rest of that it does look like, yeah, white men are getting attacked for this shit. But in some cases, yeah, you should. Because have you heard have you heard some of the insane things that y'all niggas copped? That some of the same things that y'all niggas started. So when you do hear blasphemy like this, your girl off of Star Trek was a weak female character, Chris. That's what they said. Maria, what's her face?
Old girl from Walking Dead.
No, that's the Queen Martin.
No. Your girl, Riker's girl on.
Oh,
on
that's
her.
Wow.
They said she was weak. They said half the women on Next Generation was weak. And here's me. This is D, who only seen about 35 of the episodes of that whole series. Have you seen one episode of them women?
Have you seen? I want people to understand.
Chris, go ahead, capture. Go ahead, capture.
No, but she was but here's the kicker about her though. From Next Generation,
we got that meme or something like that. It's like we'll be right back.
I already got like 3 pictures already. It's 3 of these shits. I'm about to make it like a collage.
That's just perfect.
It's like what you don't understand is Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl.
So the only survivor of an unidentified alien is a Mary Sue. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. But it's like old girl from Next Generation. People forget Riker didn't come to her. She went to Riker. Like she was she was being proactive as fuck. She had agency. She was throwing all these ideas out there, and it wasn't in some Mary. It's like I don't get people, honestly. It's weird to me on the whole structure of how people do this. It's like a lot of terms, and I think y'all guys will agree with me. A lot of terms is just lost meanings at this point. Like Mary Sue lost meanings. Even Bill Maher made a good point. Like white supremacy has lost all its meaning because it's used fucking wrong at times. A lot of terms, and Mary Sue is one of them where I just roll my eyes. I'm like, guys, you don't know what.
This is where
point. Just stop, please.
Because of social media, we have weaponized words now, and they're supposed to have weight when you say them and shit. And because and that's what makes me laugh when I see all these Ben Shapiro smart white guys get online trying to box women who have cramps in a period, telling them what they should do as women. That cramp kills me.
Because let me be a guy. Let me, which is, but here's the ironic part, and I'm pretty sure all 4 of us have heard this. This is like when a woman sits there and starts dictating us what a real man is, and I gotta look at you like, get the fuck out of my face.
I'm
like,
sorry, what's a real man? He's 6. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Shut all.
You know what, Chris?
Chris,
I'm glad you're one of the. Well, me and Eris call you the tall folk. I'm glad that you're one of the ones that know for sure. Oh, that bitch toxic.
Because it's like
the hold on. You must have missed the moment when I said it.
The trick.
No. That's too easy. Chris is known as the Redwoods. Moving on.
Redwoods.
No, but it's just like, because to me, it's just like it's lost meaning. You sit there and say Mary Sue, and then and to be fair, black folks ain't exempt from this because we'll sit there and all of a sudden call some shit racist, even though it's not racist. Because somebody because we as black folks we'll joke. Because real talk, I love Parker. I thought Yada Colo did a great job. We'll crack our jokes about black people getting killed in these scenarios, and we'll laugh. It's funny and whatever. And you get that one black person be like, "Why the brother got to die?" and yada yada. I'm like, he died. It was no death. It is what it is.
Here's the funny thing. Now, yes, if you do see a parallel of real life, something that's going on in real life in a movie like this, yeah, we all see the social structure of this shit. The like I said, the black guy and the smart white woman are clearly saying what we should do, and all the other white people are going,
Nah.
No. No, we're going this way. We're going this way. Yeah. Okay, Ripley. Okay, we'll make a note of it.
Okay, smart Negro. Okay,
Okay.
this is
Whoa. Hold on.
whoa there, Tyrone.
No,
Whoa
even
there.
though all dudes is guilty for this. Whoa, Ripley, relax.
Are you on your
Calm
period?
down. You need to relax.
But I think
like,
that's
look,
That time of the month.
Look here, Daquan.
Here's Parker. My name is Thaddeus Parker. And you know it's Yafakoto, so he's going to really act it out.
Here's my thing, though. Here's the bigger question for me. So, knowing what we know how many years went after the first one, did Wayland Yutani pay out the families of the people that got killed in that freighter?
No, they did. They
not.
gave him like a
know
they said, hey,
Waylon
you know what?
is.
We lost your family, but here's a cell phone for you.
I mean, they
There you
gave.
go, little
Hey,
kid.
look.
You know
They
they
look.
gave him a
Wayland
cell phone, something like
Yutani did pay for Ripley's hospital bills and pay for her house in the second movie. We know that much.
Now, I will say this. Technically, when this movie ended, the way it ended so perfectly. And I'll be real. It's one of the few times us doing Three Black Geeks where we got to end the movie like that, and I was like, 10 out of 10. Like,
It's great. It's classic
Like,
sci-fi horror.
perfect.
Top to
There's
bottom.
no way I can give it anything. So it's funny I see that, and I told myself, so D, if you wanted to believe that she died in hypersleep, you can believe that. And I'm fine with anybody having the theory that everything after the first Alien is not the real thing. And in fact,
even after the second,
actually, every Alien up until the fourth one, you can say that. Even with Prometheus, you can kind of say, okay, nothing else happened after that. You can kind of
because it was really real talk. I mean, before as we wrap this,
because after the second one, because real talk after the second one, you can say, oh, she died. Oh,
because that was the thing too. It was like, to wrap all this up, it's like that's why we were going in this movie in this order, because it's like Prometheus is based off of one scene from this movie. When you really think about it, right? Because at first you think Prometheus is like, oh, it's a prequel to Aliens, but then when you watch the movie, I'm like, so you took one scene from this movie, which when you really look at the film back then, I don't think anybody ever necessarily questioned, like, we want to see the origins of these engineers. It was just like, oh, they got on the ship, they saw some alien creatures, and that was it.
Yeah, that was it. And then they tried to make a whole series to answer all the questions. But we'll get into that when it gets to, because I got some words for that movie.
So it's just so crazy to me. Like I said, Ripley ends it ends on a really just okay, all right, cool.
And here's the funny thing. And when we get to the third one, we're probably all going to say the same thing. And like, despite whatever we think about the third one, we're going to like, that was good. In the series, that's the end, right?
But like you said, Hollywood money.
Hollywood.
I would go. I mean, technically, most people would say the third one was a money grab, but when we get to that, I think my feelings on that movie, my feelings on the movie has matured over the years, because I used to hate it, and I'm kind of like,
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, Eric, Chris. You mentioned the word money grab, and there's one movie that always comes up, and I used to always, for a long time, defended it not being a money grab, and that's the movie I always love to bring up, Men in Black 2. It's such a money grab. Now, because that is benchmark money grab. So that being said, we're going to do that when we get to the third one. Doesn't meet all the check boxes that Men in Black had to go through when we said that was a money grab, man. So that's going to be interesting, man. So that motherfucker would cut off at the end. So any last words?
Just go to D. Just go to sleep. Just curl up in that hypersleep bed, and take the cat with you, and expect to wake up on a spaceport in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I assume
how it started versus how it's going in Aliens. 57 years.
Now that Chris, Eris, I was just telling Chris, man, like every movie is one of those things where you can just say, "Oh, she died at the end of this," or she lived at it. All of them have a weird way of open ending it, and it's actually kind of cool when you kind of look at it. You know what I mean? But the one addition that I was going to say though, I was going to ask you, Eris, So that you've seen this movie,
Mhm.
what do you like? Are you like me? 10 out of 10.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I just like,
I mean, 100%. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie for what it was because it's it's like the perfect sci-fi horror film.
I just saw Sean's thing. It's like, quit asking questions. We won't get any more movies. It's the fans' fault. Shut the fuck up. Enjoy your fucking movie.
But yeah,
But you know what?
But D, it's the perfect horror film.
Cool.
Like sci-fi. It's the perfect sci-fi horror film, and and of course you're gonna instantly win me over with practical effects anyway.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's nothing wrong with CGI. It's just
It's how you implement it.
No. See, here's the problem. Well, my problem with CGI is it's been taken for granted. It's everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And look,
It's taken for granted, and practical effects is such a lost art. I get it; it's expensive, but that's the whole point of art. You're not just making a movie. Oh, we're making money. We're trying to make money. We're trying to make money by saving as much money as possible. No, are you making art, or are you just making money?
I will say this, Aris. When you look at Prometheus does something that's going to make you happy. When you go through it, you're going to see that blend of CGI and practical effects where you're going to go, good.
Yeah, see, that's when it's done right.
You're going to see it. And it is funny. There's a scene in that movie that kills it for everybody, though. And that's why everybody just remembers the CGI. It was fine until you see this one scene when an alien show up. You're going to be like, that was...
Yeah.
What?
No, hold on. This line
that was good to go to the what is going to be like.
This line was like someone just said it right here in the chat. CGI immediately dates a movie to the year it came out.
Depends on the movie because to this day, but
yes, but that's the truth.
Because to this day, Jurassic Park still holds the fuck up to this day.
Yeah.
And granted, that's a kind.
Wait! You're talking about '93 Jurassic Park?
Yes, because
that was practical.
No, practical and CGI.
Actually, if you want to say practical and CGI that looked good from Jurassic Park 2 looked pretty damn good.
Yeah. So Jurassic Park. So the thing of it is, people are realizing now, and even Marvel did it when me and Eric saw Eternals. People started realizing, well, you can blend practical and CGI, and it works out way better than trying to just go all CGI and stuff. And then now
the best example of it, excluding a couple scenes, John Wick is like that too.
John Wick, the CGI,
excluding a couple of the CGIs.
The CGI is blood splatter. That's.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing about that, Chris. Even with that statement is true. It dates John Wick. That dates John Wick. It does. That CGI, the fake poop in the first one, it dates the movie. And
exactly.
Even in good instances, it still dates it.
Now hold on.
But this movie that doesn't date the see that this looks. You can play this anytime because it's timeless.
Wait,
Eris.
Hold on,
okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, D.
The one thing I do have to say, and I mentioned this in our chat, was the set design. The one thing that's the thing I do hate about now, because we're so used to CGI, we think the set is CGI. Sometimes, in the case of Prometheus, it wasn't, and it's like, this is fantastic. Like, it's like good. Clean, it looks like space, and when you walk it, it's like if you see it on the soundstage, it's like this junk is tiny and it looks this good. There's still incredible set design that is still being made today in film. We underappreciate it because we're so used to CGI that we think that the whole room is green screen, when in reality there's some motherfucker on the side, some carpet on the side, like cool.
I mean, everything.
Sean brought up something interesting. He said Matrix holds up. Soundtrack is the only thing that really dates it, which is true.
No. But that really dates the Matrix.
But
it's
the third movie dates it.
No. He's referring to the first one.
Yeah, the first movie.
He's referring to the first movie. But no, I had something I was going to bring up to all you guys because we've all seen this movie, Terminator Salvation. The end fight scene with the T-800 and Christian Bale. Looking at it today, this was This was 2009. It's
It
2021.
looks like 2009.
Well, CGI. Well,
It
put this
looks
way,
like
when they show CGI, the
2009.
CGI
It's
Arnold
some
was
shots.
jank, but when it got to the actual Terminator shell itself, it actually holds up.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not talking
what
about
I'm saying.
CGI. No, I'm not talking about CGI Arnold. I'm talking about the fight with the T-800.
That's what I'm saying. No,
No, I
that's
know
what I'm
what
saying.
you're
That,
talking about. That's
when
what I'm
when they
saying.
melted off the skin, and
Yeah.
it went to the actual T-800 shell, that holds up.
I will say this: it looks like 2009, but it looks good. It does look
Like
good.
it still holds up.
It still holds up pretty well. It like
I want to see. You know what? Check back with me in another 10 years. Watch that movie again and tell
But
me.
that's what I'm saying.
Those
Those are
Yeah.
but that's the kind of practical effects that you have to like do it in a way where it blends in and stuff. Because, like I said, when they did this movie Alien, like I said, everything was practical. The set designs and all that stuff, and the ship, and like I said, the matte paint and all that stuff. It was there, right?
I will. The one question I do have though, that is one. There, I'm sorry.
You know the other thing that made this movie really good too is the science fiction horror film. The lack of music.
There's music, but it's like
no, Chris. I'm
just
saying
a lack
no,
of
Chris.
it.
I'm not talking about. Oh, there was no music throughout the entire movie. No. I'm not talking about that. The instrumental parts, the stingers, and all that. No, that's cool. It's not like horror movies today where I'm hearing a fucking Disturbed song or a Marilyn Manson song.
Well, they never did that
throughout
back
the movie. I know they never did that back in the day, but I'm saying I wish.
Oh, they're doing it in the fourth one.
Yeah, I know that, but I wish that horror movies of today would go back to that style where we don't need all this music.
I mean, they do. If you watch some of the recent ones, they do.
I mean, if you look at the game I played, Metroid Dread and such, it barely had me put the most frightening stuff is when you go to those Emmy rooms and everything, those robots stalking you. All you hear is just the sonar, and it just
no music whatsoever.
No music. Until the robot gets you. That's what That's what it reminds me.
Good example of that. And they do it and I actually watched a few walkthroughs of Alien Isolation, where you saw the person, not Isolation, the good one that came out. Well, I forgot which one it was. But was it Isolation?
I think it was.
But it might be Isolation.
And it did just like the movie, where it was a scene where it was just like when Sigourney Weaver saw the alien, it was like, and as you start running, then it starts ramping up and ramping up and ramping up again, getting loud, and then you make it into the next room, the music cuts right off.
Yeah,
yeah.
And because the thing about it is that's the lack of that when you kill the music, you build tension. At that point, you're hearing breathing. At that point, you're hearing footsteps. At that point, you're with them. Like, okay, slowly go around the corner. They're good. You're with the person. The reason, and I'm with you at that, Eris, we do have. All right, put it this way. Chris is right. We do have horror movies that do that. Here's a problem about that. They're either wasted moments, or movies ain't that scary.
That's the thing. It's like they're very, like, I think Hollywood nowadays, they're very selective about like what they pick and choose in terms of like the music soundtracks and stuff. And it's like, well, some of them might, because I don't even think did Friday the 13th ever have like an official soundtrack for Friday the 13th or anything like that.
Not until the 90s.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
But here's the thing with that, Chris. I don't think we're ever going to get put it this way. I'm going to say that Eris, it's never going to be as bad as it was in the 90s, where the soundtrack wouldn't shut the hell up.
And I think
it's not that bad.
Oh,
I will
yes,
give it that.
They are.
It's not nearly as bad as it was in the 90s and the early 2000s. That's one thing for sure. I will say that.
Oh, don't worry. We're not going to have that anytime soon, because at least it's all going to be filled up with like some Korean band or
BTS presents.
Yes. Using the same beats from back in 2000 and in the late 90s to get themselves over. But
I still don't know who the fuck BTS is, by the way. Just
I don't know.
It's a Korean band.
I know they're a Korean band.
All I can say is this, Chris. All I can say is this, Chris. I gave them enough songs and I saw a couple of their videos. None of them were cute. That's the problem for me. And none of them.
But you know what's also a little small thing about this too? Knowing the idea of the space huggers, when you, I gotta imagine you're a person that watched Alien for the first time, right? And just that subtle moment. I wish it was scored by John Carpenter.
Part about John Carpenter is like I love John Carpenter's scores, but when you really think about it, it's like, yo, John, you spent 4.5 hours on a Casio and you did like nothing.
No, but like the idea of the face huggers, and I like how they kind of get when they get the face hugger off old boy, right? In your head as a person that's viewing it, I was like, well, that was a slight scare. All right, then, whatever. Because in your head, when you're watching it, you're like, okay, so where's the alien come in on this, right? And then it's like, oh, that's where the alien comes in. Oh, okay. And then you start realizing, and that's when you realize the face huggers as a concept is more scarier than the alien itself.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I always have been, in my opinion, you've asked me, man.
Which is why I appreciate James Gunn and how he did Starro, and it's like, yeah, it kind of follows the same thing as the face huggers. That is kind of scary.
It's almost
that's very creepy.
Like, I'm glad that they look. That could have been a comedy. That could have been a comedy villain.
That was scary as shit. I don't give a
that
fuck
was going to be.
Said.
I thought it was going to be a comedy villain. I thought it was going to be like, Robot Chicken.
I am Starro.
I am the great Starro, and I shall take over the whole universe.
No, it made him into a threat, and I would say that was the one of the best things.
James Gunn, he could have went that way if he wanted to, if he chose to. I seen his trauma stuff. He could have did it. He could have.
Yeah. Here's like this. I was fine with all of it. Here's me, and then I was like, Idris, here come the rats. They say the day, shut the fuck up.
No, but that's what I'm saying. When we get to these,
and that's the sad part is that's the reason I guarantee that's like Idris Elba's only chance. You want to be you want to be James Bond? You got to lay with the rats.
Tank ain't lying, yo. The face hugger is rape. That is rape. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that's rape. That's rape. That's rape. That's so illegal. That's
why Elvis Elba probably
Bill Cosby with a fistful of Quaaludes, nigga. That's not.
No, because it's like because the thing about the movie is we see the face hugger
wearing that little Cosby sweater. He's like
the face hugger has the face hugger has acid too. So when it goes to old boy's mask, it's like, oh shit, like they mean business. So it's like. That's creepy in and of itself. And the motherfuckers are fast shit on the ground too. When we talk about aliens, oh no, fuck that. Nope.
I like how they really thought that. Oh, it's gone. It's over.
yeah. It's like it's just a dead thing on the ground. It's fine. I'm like,
man, like a shellfish, nigga.
Nah, me being Parker, Parker should have been like, should we just give this guy an X-ray or something before we, can we do that, please?
Hey man, can we like throw him off the ship?
Just reminded me of Las Plagas from RE4. And I was like, that's an actually dope plan. You put the Las Plagas inside the girl and ship her back to the United States to the president, and she spreads it. That's a genius idea.
Even though the more and more I think about Resident Evil 4, I go to myself, this is stupid. But
it's one of the best,
so
the best gameplay out
there. I know. Look, I play the game. I like it, but it's like this. So all the villagers are just in for this shit, and they're just all going to be murderous.
Well, when you find out they all inhaled the fucking parasite in them, it's like, well, they had no choice, really.
Then it really gets me when I hear about them doing experimentation and all the rest of that. All I see is these niggas in cloaks like Salazar and cloaks and shit. Like, when were any of you in a lab coat?
But you know what? This is why I think the inspiration for Aliens.
It doubles as a lab coat. It doubles as a lab coat. They just go in and be like, yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, my thing is this. This is why I like Aliens so much in the franchise is that it inspires so much of the science fiction, including Resident Evil, because the idea of the evil corporation and all that stuff is like, that's Umbrella. Weyland Yutani it was what we get with Umbrella. They're the corporation that cares about capitalism by any means fucking necessary. Like, hey, you got these things in this mansion that can make giant animals and zombies. We want that. Give us weapons. And it's like, all right, sure. Money, right? Cool. So it's, but yeah, Sean has a good point though. I did see that. It's a documentary on Prime about the whole movie and the sexual horror and stuff. It's pretty good.
I'm sorry, sexual horror against men?
Yeah. It's actually pretty good. It's one of those documentaries that kind of goes into like the psychoanalysis of it and stuff. It ain't.
Oh, you talking about how dudes are scared to get butt pumped? Yeah. There's a real fear that. You know what? Here's the thing.
I blame Oz. I'm sorry. I love Oz. It ain't even so much Oz.
it ain't even so much Oz. I don't know if it's just the way straight guys think, or it's like a real fear that's embedded in men that no. Don't let nobody do that to your booty hole like that. You know, like there's no, like, he didn't even kiss you on the neck, nigga. Like, no. Like,
I mean,
let's
be real, D.
So, yeah,
Let's be real, D. If we had to go to jail for a hard time, we kind of would be thinking that, wouldn't we? I mean,
oh man, no, I'm being a bitch off the break. Yeah, man, this is my boo. So
I'll suck your dick right now. I'll suck your dick right now, sir. Please.
D, you like, damn, nigga, you gonna be like you over there. Like, look, dog, I'm trying to survive. I got 6 years in here, so. I'm trying to find a side. I got 6 years in here, and real talk, D's not trying to have a fist fight a lot. I really am. I'm gonna lose a lot of them. So look, I gotta get in the fit.
I get in the fit, and all of a sudden your cellmate was like, "Dude, we don't suck dick anymore. All right,
I'm sorry about this. This is a different. Like, come on, man. It's a different world now.
It's a different world now. We don't
like we can't be putting that on the other black men. That little domination is what been keeping black men down for the longest time. Wow, man, that's amazing. Yeah. So your wife, she white, right? Nah. It'd be weird. It'd be
like, so you gonna give me this
candy?
My brother? You gonna give me this handy though, right?
Swine, my brother. See, if you hit a man, his wounds will heal.
But yeah, I like that this movie kind of caught on, and for better or worse, as we go through this, it's like,
all right. I think we circled the wagon enough, man. I think we.
I think we're gonna definitely jerk ourselves off on Aliens because I love that movie. Both versions, the director's cut and the regular one. It's
at least
great.
You know what? I'll get into all that stuff when we get to it. All right.
So we are it. That is it, and we'll see you guys next time for Aliens, where we see Michael Biehn team up with Ripley, kick ass.
Michael Biehn, and a young white child, and of course, 3 Black Geeks. One of the real talk, one of 3 Black Geeks' favorite actors is in this movie. Going, game over, man. Game over.
Oh, and by the way, Michael Biehn, aka a more handsome version of the Miz.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Michael Biehn. It's amazing. Michael Biehn and Bill Paxton are our favorite from 3 Black Geeks. So yeah, we like those two, man.